Alright, we're back in Starfield. And we're catching up on some of the small quests, side quests that we took on. And see what there is to do. What about this alpha? Is there any more missions we can take on? Let's take on all of them.
Well, hey there.
More missions on the board. Never, ever end. Looks like you flushed out another crew. Lord knows there's a fertile supply. Here are the details. I know you're formidable. Have a care. There are sure to be a lot of them. Goodbye.
Okay.
Late one night, Annie Wilcox tried to arrest me for public.
So let's see what quests we picked up. Okay, this is on the ground. Let's go this one first. Where do we need to go? Wait. There was a signal. Let's go there. See what's that all about. Okay, apparently nothing. Okay, apparently we are at the place we're supposed to be.
Do you read? Hello there. Thank you for responding to my hail. It's been a long time since I had company. I'm Dr. Sola Banglawala from MAST in New Atlantis. I'm performing a geological survey of the settled systems as part of a field research initiative. I flagged you down to see if you might have any rare geological samples to contribute. I can't thank you enough. I'm in the market for lithium, platinum, and vanadium right now. I'm not asking for much. I know they're hard to come by. Thank you so much. This will really help me out. I'd be happy to offer you some of the common resources produced as byproducts of my research to thank you for your help. I have more copper, lead, and aluminum than I know what to do with. I'll pay you in credits instead if you prefer, but
I guess we take some copper.
You can never have too much of it. I'm transferring now. Alright, that did it. Thanks again for the help. I'm going to try my luck in another system. You might want to back up a bit. This old Junker's grav drive is a little on the fritz. Fly safe! Sorry this is taking longer than usual. So, do you have any hobbies? If you haven't tried it yet, give origami a shot. I've been folding paper birds and flying them across the ship in zero-G. Personally, I have quite a rock collection. I used to spend my weekends gathering samples on Jemison. Maybe I shouldn't have let that slip at the office, huh? That's probably why they sent me on this job instead of some poor grad student. geologist in the music shop? It's a good one. A geologist walks into a music store and asks the cashier, "Got any rock?" The guy looks him up and down and says,
It appears she made it. Alright, so what's the system we're going to? Is there anything we need to discover here? Are these moons all? No, Bismarck. Oh, let's discover the moons. Always a beautiful sight for my sore eyes to see our ship from the outside. Okay. Cobalt. There's almost no gravity in this flipping moon. How much gravity? 0.03. That's even much. There's the water. And there's the nickel. And that's it for that planet. Okay. Okay. So this is argon. More argon. Benzene. And water. That's the Starborn. I don't want to mess with them. Let's go to Laramie then. still enemies. Maybe I was too early. Let's see whether we can steal that ship. I mean, confiscate. What kind of ship is it? Vanguard, okay. So not really a potential to acquire, because otherwise the Vanguard will be mad at us. Interesting. Let's go here, for example. Iron, uranium, nickel, iridium, cobalt, vanadium, water, which one is missing? Oh, some gas apparently. Arg. And that's all of them. Nice. That was painless. Aluminium, alright. That's a ghastly plant, fluor. Right. What else do we have? Oh, helium. Aluminium. Okay, that's already known. But this one over here. H2O. Here we have iron. Two more, plus one of these biological thingamajigs. Apparently it's pretty cold outside. Helium. Oh, there's something new. Ytterbium. And the final one is copper. Nice. So we have all the elements. Just need to find these natural thingy-majigs. Derek's here. Oh Lord, I have some statuses which need to be addressed. Okay, so this one is taken care of. And now this one as well. Okay. Let's go here. Maybe here we have this trait, the plant. There's something 600 meters off. Let's take a look there. let's get to all right. So let's find this. The system where we need to go to. Apparently is here. To Rivera. Does this have a... It does, okay. This is even...
Too easy.
Let's quickly go down here. That's aluminium taken care of. What else do we have? Nothing in the vicinity. Okay. Helium. Okay, it's this very bright green stuff. And it should be a gas. Good. That's almost no gravity here. Got the flying car. Where we go, we don't need any roads. A lot of aluminium on this planet. Would you please move? Stop bouncing around. That's just annoying. There's a cave, but still no helium. Alright, so let's go back to Aquila. This alpha animal.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet again. The Council of Governors meet here very often.
Just an Ashta. Okay.
I do not want to go outside.
I had my doubts about you initially.
Might be hard work, but it sure beats living under the
Let's sleep for 11 hours. We're a sloth. On the other hand, we haven't slept for days, so I suppose it's acceptable. Alright. Let's see whether our friend is ready.
Heard you got your Ranger's badge. We're all damn.
Thanks.
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta. Hey, how have you been? Staying out of trouble?
My name is Trouble.
Well, whatever gets you through the day. I've had more than my fill of it for this lifetime. Things here have been... well, they're better. The ice has thawed a bit between me and Davis. We'll probably never be friends, but at least we're on speaking terms now. I think he finally appreciates the value of my research. Yeah, we're much better as a team, even if it is a cautiously engaged one. In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. In analyzing the
You have a
recent
crush on
data,
him.
I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past. I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it. No, he's not. He's out there at least 4.5 times as frequently. There's something else going on. I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could go speak to him? If nothing else, it would ease my conscience.
Seriously, guys, you need to get mobile phones. You have the ability to communicate over from one system to another, but you can't.
I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead move. Oh, brother. Why is it every time I see your face, I bet a headache's gonna follow shortly after?
Are you blinded by the sight?
Mm-hmm. All broken up about it, I'm sure. So what can I do for you? I don't know whether I should be reassured that someone cares or creeped out that someone's watching me that closely. Ah, that woman, I swear. Even though we've smoothed over most of the rough spots, she still manages to strike a nerve without even trying. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Not sure yet. When we were out there and we found that robot, obviously that threw me for a loop. Still can't believe one of my own people will pull a stunt like that, endangering us all. But the more I thought about it, that whole episode doesn't account for some of the tracks I saw out there. Too large, too spread out. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. If there's a bigger Ashta out there, something meaner than what we've seen so far, I have to know. I tell you what, if you and Kiona are worried, why don't you just come with me then? Either I get an extra gun in a fight, or you get to laugh at the old man and say, I told you so. I give
Sounds
you a
good.
chance to gear up if you need it. And, maybe grab the biggest gun you got, just in case. All right. You know, Keone showed me her data. She's a clever kid. She's got a lot of things figured out. I think we can make some real improvements in the future.
You don't need to wear
She
your
had a
helmet.
couple sets of data that she thought were erroneous or something. But it seems to me that it might not be. Bigger, faster, Ashta sounds like it matches up with the tracks I've seen. But I tell you, I'm hoping she's right and it's just a glitch. And no need to tell her I said that. Wouldn't want it going to her head. All right, here we are. Let's head this way. I remember a story from the first time I was here on Aquila. I had totally forgotten about it till recently. Every so often, we get independent types of people that they can succeed where everyone else has failed. Some of them stride off into the wilderness, certain that they're going to make more credits than anyone in history. Mining, botany stuff, whatever. Warners just don't get through to them. Most of them don't come back. But this one-time miner from some corporation or other, he drags himself back into the city bloody and half dead. Claimed he seen an Ashton big as a house out there. The older guys all said he was delirious. And me, well, I was new as anything and just listened to him. Now though, I'm wondering if maybe it wasn't just blood loss in the heat stroke. Maybe he really did see something. Maybe I should have come out here a long time ago.
Starting to see this.
Shit, that's gotta be it. No matter what happens, you make it back to the city and tell them about this. You hear me? One big son of a bitch. If we didn't have proof, nobody would believe us about the Alpha.
I mean, he was big, but I wouldn't say as big as a house.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think we were gonna make it through that. If you hadn't been with me, no way I'd be standing right now. You are something else, you know that? We got out alive this one time. That's good. But this ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this. Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas. And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keone what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it. Looks like I can still learn a thing or two. Thanks again for saving my ass.
The Stretch Housing Project has many people volunteering.
So, what happened? Really? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't trust it. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake. That I stuck my nose into something I shouldn't have. Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they did, didn't they? Don't worry. I am sufficiently humbled. Well, for now. I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
Despondent assassin. Nice. Oh yeah, we poisoned somebody's beer supply. No, we made it more. Yeah, well, technically it was poisoning because we raised the alcoholic content, didn't we?
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll go.
Work hard, play hard.
We'll go.
That should be the
Just
Freestar
need to
motto.
find a time.
Late one night, Amy
Okay,
Wilcox
hold
tried
up.
to arrest me for public indecency. She'll be a terror when she grows up.
Yes? What?
Yes?
Kate.
Just let me drink in peace.
So, Henry's new batch. How'd it go over?
Well, Henry delivered a surprise. Sam downed one beer and he was 4 sheets to the wind. And Gladys wanted a whole crate to take home. The lush.
Oh fuck. I fucked
So
it
it's
up.
good then.
I took a sip and it is potent. Like, really potent. Good though.
Let's put it on the board then. I'll see if we can get more. I'll ask Henry what the alcohol content is, though.
The mayor's alright.
If you're
Always
looking to
painting
stay,
too rosy a
Eloise
picture,
can
though.
handle that. My job's, well, everything else.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture. You do yourself a disservice if you don't stay here at least once.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Hello.
Ecologies are living things. They move, they change. The way we handle Ashta works for now. So we have to be prepared.
Alright, what other missions do we have? There's a hostage situation, let's go there.
Weapons locked. Destroy him.
to catch my breath. And then it's back to the grind. It's over? It's over for real. You Rangers... No, if you don't mind.
Of course. Will you bring the trash out yourself? And I'm sorry what I had to do to your ship. Oh, okay. Right. Need to go back to Elios. Okay, let's go back to Elios then. Now let's scan. Oh well, I could. Elios sanctuaries where the former prisoners or former wanted people found refuge and tried to start a new life. Pet peeve of the Laredo CEO. Ship landing. Over there. What kind of ship? Looks like an ecliptic Falcata or something like that. Oh no. Well, no new ship for us. What else do we have? Oh yeah, Elios. We wanted to go. That's what we wanted to do. Where's Elios? Over here.
couple of damn trackers with a vendetta.
Need to go in here. The next door. Hello, sister.
Just happening through our neck of the woods, stranger? Nevin told me about your summons. Our, donor wasn't too hard on you, I hope. She can be a hammer when the situation requires, but this project holds a pretty special place in her heart, so I'm sure she was feeling grateful. Well, thanks to your little chat, our donor's doing everything she can to upend the various roadblocks in our way. We're in the process of vetting more security, looking at some additional and more agreeable contractors. Whatever gets this place closer to becoming a reality. Opening's still a ways off, but we'd be going nowhere if you hadn't wandered in. That makes two of us. Thank you again, love. For you, our doors will always be open.
Nice. Okay, I think that's that for Elio. We could do the undercover mission. I still think we're not where we need to be for this one. But let's do this. The undercover mission. Oh wait, this we haven't discovered this planet entirely. Let's discover this planet, or explore this planet, not discover, I'm sorry. Explore. Then we go to the UC ship. Oh, we have all the resources already. There's a ship landing. So I have contraband. Need to get rid of it somewhere. Or I try to land somewhere. Because I don't need that one. Let's go back here. Come on. Yep. Nice. Go in my inventory. And I'll drop this one. Right. So. Ouch. Uh-oh. Ryujin botanists. What did happen to them? Oh, probably this one. Okay. Don't come close. You might be looking petite and feisty. Ooh, there's more of them. This. Survivor. He doesn't look very surviving though. Neither does he.
Hey, you.
There's one survivor.
Oh God, can you? I need to get to my ship. We got attacked by some local predators. There's too many out there. I'll get mauled to pieces if I even try to make it alone. But you seem like you're capable. Then let's do this. My ship's not too far from.
Alright, where do we need to go now? Wait. This one. Where is your flipping ship? Over there. Okay. Follow me discreetly. Oh, fuck. Did you land your flipping ship in the middle of a nest of nightmares? They didn't hire you for your brains, did they? Is it still there? No. Oh.
Live to survive another day.
I understand why they got the name Nightmare, to be frank. Is he still with us? He is. You manage from here on in?
You saved my life. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's harsh living off the grid. Well, that's enough adventure for one night.
Funny you should say that. Alright, so... this is done. So, what next? Okay, so let's go undercover then. Why can't I get here directly? Do I need to go? Oh, yeah, I'm driving the wrong ship. Where's Cheyenne? Oh, well, let's go to Alpha Centauri. Or better still, Mars is in the same system. It's even where we need to go. Alright. What was I thinking? It's not where we want to be.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade at the... Sure, have at it. I'm sure you can find something you like.
Didn't make an awful lot of money, but money we made, so. And now we're going to go to the Vigilante, or what is it called? Phobos. Yeah, UC Vigilance.
Welcome, Captain. We've been expecting you. You're clear to dock at Docking Port 1.
Roger, Docking Port 1. Over.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander? Understood? If you'd follow me, please.
Of course.
So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Damn. That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments.
I'm sure you have.
Right, Vanguard.
That makes you sleep
Take
better.
the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Howdy.
Hello.
Yes, what?
I believe we have something important to discuss. Ah,
Me
there
too.
you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC System. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer. Yes, I know. I was intentionally vague when I advised Master of my needs. But rest assured, I'll answer all your questions in due time. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. If I didn't have confidence in your abilities, I would have told Commander Tuala to send someone else. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDev, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. As you were.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
I don't know, she's personally very invested.
That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Okay.
It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you care. Let's just Stick to the job at hand and but maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay? We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Alright, so...
Excuse me.
We're on an undercover mission to disband the Crimson Fleet, which haunted these systems for decades.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And we're done. Welcome to Mars.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got? No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak a kilometer wide. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you. There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Alright, let's go to this shady dive bar.
Watch out for the robots.
Mining takes all types. Young upstarts, former military, ex-cons. If you can lift the tool, you can mine.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
What a surprise.
Yeah, sure. Just cool your thrusters for a minute before you... Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back. Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Okay, so...
Hey there.
Being a miner is dreary. Being a mining executive is just weak.
You look familiar somehow. I don't have time for this, quite frankly. Huh. Money does fix a lot of problems, doesn't it? I guess it doesn't matter if I say I didn't do it then. Well, I surrender, I guess. I'd rather not die today.
Smart.
It's red and orange. It's first thing I can see. I can start to wear on.
One day.
A fall into Sidonia's lower level is still likely to result in injury or death. Please exercise caution near balcony edges.
I won't move from this location. I promise.
Good. So, but where's this other guy now?
I hope I'm not bothering you.
All are welcome here, enlightened or not.
Something I can help you with? Adler Kemp. Who the heck is that? Adler, you said? Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day. Hey, there's no need to get too crazy. Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah? Well, I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right? What games? Sure. I guess I could ask. I suppose. It's just that, well, I didn't have much of a choice. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, nobody has ever choices. Everybody's innocent. It's always somebody else's fault.
There are many stories and feelings about
Be careful down near the mines, and enter a current.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, how are you?
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. We've never met in person, but
This here is the most important work in the galaxy. We mine the resources that make spaceships possible. Hey, good to see you.
Arson, indecent exposure, disorderly conduct maybe, piracy, and feeding of Aurora to wild animals. Why would you do that?
no time to chit-chat. I'm here on... You serious? Maybe you're right. Maybe... I can't believe they put him... Fair enough. I surrender.
Nice.
it's not easy living inside on.
Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long? Oh, good. I thought... But, oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming. My siblings are named Bill, Jill, and Sil. The Hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List. Great! What can the League of Independent Settlers do for you today? Or as I like to say, how can I help make today your very best day? That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy. Fantastic! That's exactly the can-do, helpful attitude that List looks for in all its employees and contractors. We're looking for folks with ships and/or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications? You know, I can tell that you do, just by the little we've interacted already. Most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better. You know, that oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them? Excellent. Thank you for any assistance you can lend us. Whoops. Nearly forgot. Take this. Howdy. Oh, hey there. Wonderful. Let's... Careful out there. Hey.
Things can get pretty glum around here. If you ever need a little joy,
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice. Nice! You're kind, you know. If you like it, you think you can handle run. That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Okay. Woohoo! Level up.
Sometimes I wish I'd take... Hey, careful around the equipment. Don't want to lose an arm or something.
Hey, good to see you again. Still think there might be room for me on your crew? No worries. Plenty of work left to do in the solar system. Give me a shout if anything changes.
Of course.
Can I help you? What about it? What makes you so sure about that? I am starting to believe that. Thanks.
Okay, how can we convince him?
I don't need any help. Nobody is on any. This isn't for me. Seems like you got a good gig going there.
Give me a sec. Again. Alright, so what skills? We got the skill, right? And we spent $500, okay. Oh, well, credits. We can easily afford that.
The miners have a
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? Let me know if you change your mind.
Heads up. UC Science Division's apparently going to be coming through to sweep for leeches. You know those little bastards are terramorphs?
Yeah, I knew that. So... I speak with Layla? Now let's have a look at the skills. So could do the reload. Could do better weapon mods. Boost pack. Persuasion. So many on the combat side. Let's do this. I think we stop it here before I run out of disk space again. Hope you enjoyed, and meet next time when we see where this undercover mission leads us. Alright. Bye.